Hey everybody, how's it going? My name is Fitzhogan11. Welcome to a quick update video and maybe a little story time today. Just a quick update. I've been busy the past couple weeks. I just finished up with finals yesterday, and they all went well. It's my last semester at college, so I'll be graduating in a couple weeks. On top of that, I've been sick and just enjoying senior year. And like senior year events and stuff. It's been pretty hectic all around. I had a dry cough for like 2 weeks there that would sound terrible if I was recording. So while there have been like a couple uploads here and there, it's mostly been pre-recorded stuff. So I do apologize. Uh, you know, leaving you guys hanging there. So I hope you guys are patient, and I'm glad for your patience. So I think that's pretty much it for the update section of this video. I'll probably be going into a video a few days from now regarding the future of this channel, where I think it can go, and what I want to see from it, I guess, and definitely looking for your guys' opinion of what you guys want to see and where you think it might be going. So stay tuned for that. I hope you enjoy. And today I just wanted to talk about my personal motivations for starting YouTube. It's been, I don't know, 2.5 years since I started a YouTube channel, so that's a long time. But I haven't been posting daily videos or anything, but I think I have like 500 videos by now, pretty much all in the ROM hack space. And it's pretty crazy to look back and see the community we've built, and I'm really happy with the community we've built. If you guys follow Twitch, if you know anything about Twitch, you heard about Lyric the other day. He's one of the biggest streamers on Twitch, and I think he's been there since pretty much the beginning of Twitch. And he was tweeting about like people's motivations basically for starting Twitch or YouTube or any of those things. And like putting yourself out there on social media. And he didn't go about it the best way, I guess. When when you're writing 140 characters, it's hard to be diplomatic. But he was basically saying, like, people shouldn't be in it for the money when they're just starting out. They have no idea what they're getting into. And I really would say that I started YouTube as a hobby, and I think that's very rare nowadays. It might not have been rare maybe 2.5 years ago when I started, but I never had any intention of making this a thing. It was just something I enjoyed doing, something I really didn't mention to people. I really don't mention to people now, not because I'm embarrassed or anything, but it's just like a hobby of mine that I enjoy doing on my own. I don't really co-op with people. It's just something I do for fun. And if it was a job, I'd probably take it more seriously. I'd probably include my personal friends, internet friends, everything like that. Sorry about that. And I think it is kind of sad nowadays that people are in it for the money, and that they think YouTube and Twitch is like a great cash grab. And I don't think people realize that when they see a bigger YouTuber like Lyric, and he gets donations and subscriptions, paid subscriptions on Twitch, like that comes from years of hard work. And if you start now with all the saturation that's in the market, it's really hard to make an impact, and it's really hard to get those loyal followers that are going to give you money, especially when you're asking or begging for it. That was kind of what Lyric was getting at. If you're kind of putting yourself out in that way, versus someone who is appreciative of a donation or something along those lines, but isn't really asking for it, making their streamer videos around it. And you guys know that I don't ask for likes on my videos, and I think it's worked out fine. I probably could get more likes on videos if I asked for them, but I don't think it's necessary, especially when you're starting out. It's a little silly. When I see a smaller YouTuber, I think it is kind of silly when they ask for likes. But yeah, like you guys know, my motivations for YouTube were never money driven or anything like that. It was really a couple of things. so if I can really take you guys back, I started watching YouTube probably 2009, and it started with Pokemon. I was watching Leroy, his official walkthroughs on Pokemon, on the main games, Game Freak games, and I mean, his videos are still probably some of the best Let's Play Pokemon videos out there. Um, he made a comeback attempt a few months ago, and I don't think he was enjoying it, so I don't think he's still making videos. But I also watched speedruns, not like intense speedruns that you can find on Twitch, maybe with like Gunner Maniac, or there's a few others. It was just like friends playing like Fire Red or Ruby Sapphire, making like teams of 6 and trying to get through the game as quickly as possible. And those there was one group, Munching Orange, Clefable919, and a few of their friends that didn't maintain their YouTube success. And most of you guys know Munching Orange, and a few might know Clefable919. That's like really when I started watching it. Mind you, I didn't have a smartphone when I was that age in 2009. We had a family computer, but I didn't have much time to watch YouTube. And then when I got to college, my college is very studious, I would say. That's a nice way to put it. It's definitely like a gamer university, instead of like a party university. And that was weird for me when I first went there, and it was hard. You can see my Charlotte Hornets hat, my Blue Jays shirt. It's sports is something I'm really into. Pick up basketball and that sort of thing is how I usually make friends. And here it was like a little harder at first, I guess. Especially freshman year, like it was a little lonely at times, I guess, and that changed definitely. I'm not one to put myself out there, but you just gotta learn to in college. If you want to have an enjoyable time. So I definitely learned that, but it gives you more free time, I guess. When you're not always like doing something. In college, you just have a lot of free time. Period. Like you're in high school, you go to school for like 8 hours, and then you have a club or sport. You have homework, and then just like family stuff. There's just always there's always something going on. In college, there's a lot of sitting around. So I found YouTube, and the first person I watched was Markiplier, and that was his like horror, Slender Man and that sort of thing, and then like montages that he was really good at, probably still the best at, with like subtitles and stuff. And he was just starting out, I think. It was his like first year in 2012. And so that's really when I started watching YouTube. I found Leroy and Clefable919 again, and those sort of guys. Ended up finding Hutch, C. Nanners, eventually like Vanos and his crew. So after watching a lot of YouTube and then some Twitch at that point, I was wondering myself, can I do this? And I wasn't the most charismatic person. I'm still not. And I'm not a great gamer. I do know a lot about Pokemon, probably more than 99% of people, but it was still something that I didn't feel like, oh, I'm going to be the best at this. It was just something, hey, if a few people want to watch me and enjoy it, then that's awesome. I never even thought, I think my first goal was like 10,000, but I would have been happy with 10 or 100 or 1,000. So, 10,000 I think is still a goal of mine, and I think that'd be pretty awesome. And I think that is a pretty big milestone in a YouTuber's life. I mean, some people can achieve that with like 10 videos. It depends on what they're doing and, how visible are their videos going to be, depending on what they're doing. And the other motivation that I had was that I wanted to improve my public speaking. As you can see, I still say a lot, and I still use filler words and stuff because my mind just is thinking ahead of my tongue all the time. And it's something that I've definitely gotten better at if you look at my old videos versus now. And in interviews and anything job related, I'm much better than I used to be. On the phone, I'm much better. And looking into a camera is still something I don't do because I don't have face cams for my Let's Plays. But it's something, I wanted to all around improve, I guess. And since I had the time, I figured, why should I watch when I can make videos? I still enjoy watching my favorite YouTubers and a few Twitch streamers. Sometimes too busy, but I still watch APL and Gold Glove when I can. And yeah, so I just bought a mic down at like the local Office Depot or whatever, Office Max, whatever's in town, and it was like $10. It sounded awful, but I didn't know what I was doing, and I didn't know video editing or anything. But I did know Pokemon. I knew that Pokemon ROM hacks were a niche that is not exploited. I'm still the only one that really, I would say, consistently makes videos on them. I think there's maybe a couple smaller guys that are trying to do it consistently, but sometimes when people don't see the success right away, they kind of give up on it. But I've had a lot of fun playing the Dark Rising 2s, Discovery, Ruby Destiny series, all that. And it is fun interacting with you guys when you guys play along and tell me about your teams and stuff. So it's been really rewarding, and I'm really glad that I did it. Whatever comes of the channel in the future, which I'm not sure, since I will be starting a full-time job in the summer, in August. So I don't know what'll come of it, but I'm really glad that I did this. And I just want to thank you guys for that. I think I answered my opening question about what was my motivation for starting YouTube. So stay tuned for a video probably next week about what I think the channel will be in the future. And I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you thought of the lyric Twitch drama, and what you think people should, whether you think it's okay for people to be looking for money right away at YouTube and Twitch, and or are they just delusional? So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.